Shall we, or should we go from one to another? Let's do, actually, let's do the police now. We'll do the police, and then I know you're all waiting for your Mr. Luxon selling deodorant. We'll get to that shortly. Here's the story today. But this is, I'm not trying to be generous to the government, but I genuinely want to know from Chippy, like we asked today, how do you make policies? How do you make promises when making them pre-election might be very different to post-election, depending on what your coalition partners say? So this was a pre-election promise, 500 new police officers, and the new police commissioner went, nah, maybe not so much.
New police commissioner is dismissing the government's target for getting 500 new officers on the beat by the end of 2025, saying he'd rather focus on getting quality recruits. The goal has been repeatedly promised by the government and is a key law and order commitment from Christopher Luxon and Winston Peters.
Yep.
Here's senior political reporter Benedict Collins.
Getting 500 more cops on the beat within the government's first 2 years is a key promise from our leaders.
Now, Mark Mitchell said that if he wasn't hitting his key markers by the end of this year, he would resign. Now, this is by the end of next year. But this is by the end of next year. So he might just say, well, we got 3 new ones this year and we'll get 497 next year. But I wonder what his response to this is.
We are going to deliver 500 new police officers in 2 years.
We made a promise. We think law and order is critical.
But it looks like it'll be a broken promise. The police commissioner revealing today it's going to take considerably longer.
You know, we have to ensure that some things we don't rush because actually I think we all want the best that we can get. Training is critically important.
So when will there be 500 additional cops?
I'm confident that it will be in 2026.
It's my commitment to absolutely achieve the 500, the 10,700.
This is interesting, because of this, you'd think that they've been jumping backwards to the pre-election promises like Luxon. This is not. This is today. So the police commissioner is saying, not going to happen. Costello's going, yep, going to happen. Going to do it. You watch.
111 by November 27 next year.
And what if it's not achieved, buddy?
Then we'll keep trying.
The commissioner says he won't compromise on...
So in other words, we're going to do it. Absolutely. What if you don't? Well, then I guess we don't. No consequences.
Quality.
We deliver 500 top police officers for our country. That's what I'm very, very focused on. I'm not about to get caught up and tangled in dates. I want 500.
Have you told the Prime Minister this, though, that you're not going to meet his target?
We have, absolutely, we have those conversations, and of course that, you know, we'll do our absolute best as quickly as we can.
But while police are slow to recruit, gang numbers are growing. The most recent data shows gang membership surged between October and November with 123.
I wonder, Chewie, if this government will all of a sudden have a different way of counting these gang members. Remember, before the election, we were showing how the gang numbers were being counted, and it wasn't that there were new ones, it was ones that were being identified. But the now government sold the country the story that increasing gang numbers bad. And now we've got more gang members according to this way of counting, the same way that was pre-election that these guys were using. Remember, their standards, they're going up. They're going up.
3 more added to the gang list. That's around 4 a day. Compare that to police, who have added just 3 extra officers since October.
There you go. That was the number I cited at the start of the show. So gang numbers, they say, are going up by 123. I don't know how they think they can know that exactly. Well, there's like a gang registry and the police get access to it, and it's online. It's a Facebook page. That's what it is. It's a gang Facebook group, and they've seen that it's gone up by 123. And the Facebook group is called Gang Numbers in New Zealand. What you can, though, track very easily is the number of police. So in October, there was 10,134 police officers in New Zealand. 500 over 2 years is going to be, what's 24 months? That's 20 new a month. So October, November, December, so 2.5 months, there should be at least 50. There's been 3. Their promise, remember, we will judge this government based on the standard they held the last guys to, or the standard they set for themselves. They set for themselves 500 officers by the end of next year. They are falling well short.
I don't want more gangs in the country. Of course it concerns me.
Since Mark Mitchell became the minister, there are more gang members on our streets and fewer police officers on our streets, and that is a real concern for safety in New Zealand.
And gang members commit a lot of crime.
17% of our robberies, gang members. 25% of kidnapping and abductions, gang members. 27% of firearms offences, gang members. And 18% of homicides, gang members.
And unlike police for now, their numbers are growing quickly. Benedict.
And there you go. And there's the story, Chewie. Thoughts, sir?
Yeah, a couple of thoughts. I think you are seeing there the interaction between politicians making politically powered promises and a person that is actually looking at the mechanics of delivering that promise and giving us a very real assessment. I'm glad to see him say that we don't want to lessen the quality of the people that we're training or shorten the training or do anything with the training. But I think that also needs to be looked at the view of why would anyone join the police when it's been very clear in the media that they're not getting paid fairly and that the government is not dealing with their pay fairly? Why would you join? The only reason to join is so you can do some training at home and then catch a shuttle bus to the airport and then start your new life in Australia. Like, that's the thing. They might as well just put on, here's your certificate. You're a New Zealand police officer here. Here's your Jetstar voucher. The van will be in the car park.